Namaha. Today we are going to look at data types, the part 1 in Python. What are Python variables? A variable in Python is a name storage location or a symbolic name identifier of sorts that helps us identify a piece of data within a program. It allows us to store, access, and manipulate values throughout our code. Let us look at now the key characteristics of Python variables. The first characteristic is dynamic typing. That is, we don't need to explicitly declare a data type. Python infers the type based on the value assigned. Here, like x equal to 10, integer, name equal to Alice, string. Equal to means assignment, not the literal equal to of maths. Assignment. Variables are created given a value using the assignment operator that is just now mentioned. The variable name is on the left. This is a variable name and this is a value that is being assigned. How is the value assigned? My variable is the variable name. Mutability, the value of variable source can be changed or updated at any time during the program's execution. Count equal to 0, found by count equal to count plus 1. This means count is equal to 0 plus 1, that is 1. Not that 1 and 0 are equal. You can't cancel count out here. Usability. Once defined, the variable name can be used in place of its value in expressions and operations. Like if a equal to 5 and b equal to 3, following the normal rules of algebra, it will be 8. Memory reference. A variable is fundamentally a name that points to an object and the value stored in memory. Assigning a value links the name to the memory address of that value's object. This we can look at up at a later time. Now let's look at the first data type, that is integers. A equal to 7, b equal to 2. This is called declaring the variable. Now if I run this, we will see the output, and let me also run this. A is equal to 7, b equal to 2. A is, I'm sorry, really sorry. I should have run this first. Remember this, while using collab, you have to run the cells in sequence. Here, class int. Int is for integer. Class we don't have to worry about right now. Int is the real thing. Int is b. Type of int is 7. We will talk about why this is printed this way later on. Normal subtraction, addition, 7 plus 2, 7 minus 2. Next, we'll see this multiplication, division, normal. Why have we written the normal division? Because this actually like the fraction, and this floor division thing returns the quotient. 3, like 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. It is rounded off to the greatest integer function using greatest integer function to 3. The greatest integer before that number 3.5 is 3. That is right. The modulo is the remainder operation. A modulo b is 7 divided by 2. What is the remainder? 1. Yeah. That is all about integers for now. I would suggest you to look at this and try to run these things for yourselves and see. Next, we talk about floats. A equal to 7.5, b equal to 2.0. If I add class float for floating types is for decimal numbers. It is that have something of a decimal point. The integers difference is how they're stored. They're stored with a bit more precision and take up a bit more space. This is addition and subtraction. This is multiplication, division, normal, and multiplication, division, modulo. However, if you notice, float division here returns a 3 but with a 0.0. That is what I was talking about. 14 divided by 2, the normal division would always return a decimal number, a floating value. But if among float division any one of the operands, that is these two numbers, is of the floating point number, it will become a floating. The answer will also become a floating point number. That is all about floats, integers, and the operators. By the way, this plus, minus, float division, start for multiplication, float division, forward slash, percentage for modulo. These are called operators, and the numbers actor are called operands. That is all for today. Thank you. Goodbye.